Alright y'all, what is good? So we are back with another building a brand from scratch video. This one is going to be kind of an exciting one. We're going to be going over everything that y'all saw in the last video, which was basically just shoot day. We're going to be going over not all of the results, but the photography results from that shoot. And then we're going to be creating the Instagram today. And then we're going to finally start seeing what it's going to look like to start pushing out content. So yeah, that's all wonderful, and today is going to be a pretty big day, and it pretty much is going to set everything in motion moving forward beyond the shoot. So to get right into it, the first thing I'm going to do in today's video is run y'all through all of the photography for the shoot. Now obviously we're not going to use everything from the shoot, and I'm going to explain in a second. I'm going to run y'all through my thought process, because I feel like we did not really hit what I wanted to get photographically. I feel like we did not achieve the goal that I wanted to in any way, shape, or form. So here's what we started out the shoot with, and this was supposed to be kind of the inspiration. Okay, so before I even get into like really the photos for anything, right? Let's just go right here. Before I even get into any of the photos, y'all gotta keep in mind, the goal for this photo shoot was super organic content. We wanted people laughing, chilling, smiling, and just to photograph them in that way and photograph them in that form. But I also did have a couple of shots that I wanted to direct and use the quantity of people that we had to show off the denim in that way. Again, that's the whole point of the campaign, the uniform campaign. We have a lot of people wearing basically the same uniform because, you know, white tee and the denim, and that's what I wanted to show off within this shoot and within this campaign. Now, what y'all are going to immediately notice is, what you can notice from right now is a lot of these shots are posed, and a lot of these shots, the models are modeling. Obviously, that's not a bad thing. We want our models to model, they're good at what they do, but it just isn't the point of the shoot. You can tell there's a very big discrepancy, a very big difference between the shots that I directed and the shots that I'm keeping because I want it, because they have the vision that I want, and 90% of the other shots in the shoot, right? So just to get right into it, and that's my fault. Honestly, I take full responsibility for that, because I should have been better about directing things, and I should have been better about making sure we were getting what I wanted to this shoot day. But I was really focused on the visuals and the videos, and I was kind of just letting the photographer do his thing. I was kind of like, bro, just go over here, take some photos, and rather than directing things and putting people in the positions they should have been to get the shots that I was wanting. Now, this is what we started off with, and honestly, I'm not mad at these, though. Yes, the models are still posed, they're still looking at the camera, whatever. These are good for showing off the denim and really just showing off that back tag, which was the main purpose of this angle. This was one of the ones that I did direct as well, and the purpose of this was to have a lot of people in a contact space to get this shot exactly, to show off the denim with no heads, no nothing, just strictly like denim and white tees and a lot of people in there. I feel like we could have done better to angle this front model K, to angle her just a little bit more to the side so that we could see more people in the back behind her. But other than that, this is definitely one of my favorite shots from the shoot. You'll see a couple more of the same thing. And then this one was, again, this is when I just told the photographer, like, go take them and go take some photos. So very posed, very model-esque, and that's okay. On those shots, I'll probably just crop in and like juice strictly denim like this. I might use, I don't know. And then this is kind of where like things really did get off what I wanted. Like, I would have rather them all just been sitting there and just talking and then take pictures of that, rather than like posing, and you know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all probably understand what I'm trying to articulate. But yeah, other than that, like this section wasn't that bad. Like, the photography is really good, and the lighting is really good, and the editing is really good, and all of that I'm very pleased with. It's just simply like not the actual photo that I wanted. But this was the first photo that I saw, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I want. Like, he's literally just throwing this football. He don't even know the camera's on him, which is hard to have a photo shoot and want to get organic photos where like people don't know the camera's on them. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was kind of the point of the shoot. But yeah, this was one of the first ones where I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I'm going for. Like, he doesn't know the camera's on him. It's a very organic picture. He's probably actually throwing the football in that. This was another one I directed. I just wanted the three of them to sit here and have conversation and talk. I don't know, again, like the only one about this is y'all see Manny in this top left. He's definitely modeling, like he definitely has a face on. Even though I told him just, you know, just talk, just have your time, and this one accomplishes that perfectly. So this one I wish we took more pictures of in this setting. I wish like I had somebody sit on the tire and like move the other two out and just kind of had him chill. I wish they stood up and moved around. I wish this was a little bit more dynamic, but other than that, I'm pleased with that because that is one of the ones I directed. And this one as well, this one is one where I was okay with people modeling because obviously we set up this shot. And I just wanted to show off the quantity of people we had, and it was okay that people modeled for this one. This one, these were honestly my favorites from the shoot. These four right here, yeah, these four right here were my favorites from the shoot. This one I really like because you'll see JoJo, he's in their back, he's laughing, organic, you know what I'm saying? And then she's playing with her hair, like, you know what I'm saying? It's very just, everybody's just chilling. And then this one as well, you know what I'm saying? People are laughing, everybody's just chilling, everybody's enjoying their time. But yeah, this one is definitely, I think, my favorite from the shoot by far. I wish that Kay just scooted in a little bit more to cover in this space right here, but other than that, this is genuinely perfect. Exactly what I was going for, to be honest. And then, so this is again just more kind of like actual straight up modeling, and though, you know, the model looks really good, though the pictures look really good, again, like these are good pictures, and I'm sure I will use these because I need pictures. Same thing with Manny, he looks good, the pictures look good. I'm sure I will use them, but it's just the modeling, it's not as organic as I wanted it to be. And yeah, that's pretty much it from the shoot. Honestly, like genuinely, like the shoot did not go the way that I wanted it to at all in terms of photography. It was kind of, I don't know, I think it has to do with the way that we set things up. Honestly, I said the shoot time was at 3, and then the day of, I was like, yo, we probably not gonna start shooting until 3:30. And I think the first person didn't get there until like 4. And then like most people didn't get there till like 4:30, which is fine. Like you gotta account for people late. People are gonna be late, that's completely fine. Especially in a shoot like this where it's hella people are gonna be fucking late. And you gotta account for that. And I think that cause the shoot was like 3 to 5. And by the time we actually started shooting, it was like 4:30. So it's like I feel like I'm in a rush because I told people they can be out of here by 5. You know what I'm saying? So I know that these people just got here, but the people that I told could be out of here by 5, they still might be trying. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to go over people's time, and I'm trying to rush myself damn near just to not take care of these people's time, to prioritize these people's time. So I think because of that, I just got rushed and I got super caught up in the visuals. And there were these two main visuals that I wanted to do, which I wish I had today. I don't have today, but I should have by the end of this week. And obviously y'all should see them at some point. I don't know, in this video or the next, but either way, there were these two main visuals that I wanted to do, which were the main point of the shoots. They weren't the only thing in the shoot, and they ended up becoming pretty much the only thing in the shoot because it did take us a while to get both of those down. And by the time we got both of those down, people were like, okay, I'm trying to leave. So I was like, okay, let's hurry up. And then that's when we went to the group shoots where you see everybody laying down on the floor. That's where we went to that because I was like, I need to get this. Everybody's here. This is what I need to do next. And then after we took that, people just kind of started leaving. And like, I still had hella visuals I wanted to do. I still had hella photography I wanted to do. And if I knew that the photography wasn't looking the way that I wanted it to, then I would have rearranged. But either way, yeah, just kind of really bad time management and really like hyper focusing on the visuals kind of just allowed for the photography, though it still came, again, the photography is great. Shout out to Oz, the photographer. The photography itself is great. It's just not what I was going for, and there's not enough of what I was going for. Yes, there's a good amount of what I was going for, and the shots that I directed that came out the way that I wanted them to, I'm like, yes, like I'm gonna use those for sure. It's just the lack of shots that I directed because I was trying to focus on the visuals. And we have so many people, we're trying to do two things at once. So it's like we're over here getting this visual and I'm telling him go over there take these pictures. So yeah, that's basically what equated to everything going the way that it did. And we're definitely gonna take away from this shoot and have just more of an idea of to take more time and to focus on each thing individually, and just to make sure that we are getting everything hit that we want to get hit. And it's also just kind of hard to, again, manage a shoot with this many people, where, you know what I'm saying, conflicting times like that. People are trying to leave while some people like literally just got here, so we're like trying to include everybody, but we're trying to get these people out of here because we're not trying to take up their time. So yeah, just factors like that we can do a little bit better to control now, knowing how they affected this shoot and how they may affect shoots moving forward. Hopefully the visuals from what I saw and what he's already sent me looks good. They came out pretty well, and I feel like I did get a good amount of TikTok content, a good amount of just BTS, a good amount of just videos that we'll be able to use, and that's good. That's perfect, honestly. And that's the thing, the priority was visuals, TikToks, and then photography. So I feel like in that order, they were prioritized in that order. It's just like, it was, instead of being like them all on the, like TikTok, visuals, photography, it was like, no, instead of it being visuals, TikToks, photography, it was like visuals, TikTok, photography. You know what I'm saying? So it's completely okay. We got more than enough to work with and more than enough to do what I want to do still. I do wish that I had a lot. Like, I wanted to just have a lot. Like, I wanted to have a lot of content. I have enough to do what I want to do, but I wanted to have a lot. Does that make sense? And that's why I feel like I kind of came short. But yeah, that's enough talking about the shoot. If y'all watched that video, you know what I'm saying, I hope y'all enjoyed. I did want to have somebody actually come and physically like be BTS and like be more interactive rather than just having to set my camera up. But as y'all can see, I kind of was already juggling a lot at the shoot itself, and you know what I'm saying, I was still able to get the BTS that I did. But yeah, next time I'm definitely gonna have somebody come through and just hold the camera for real. So now that I've updated y'all to where we're at right now, I talked y'all through the shoot and how it went, and I've got the results back from the photography, and I've shown y'all those. Now is the fun part. We're gonna create the Instagram and we're gonna create the TikTok page for the brand. Now, one thing that I didn't go over, I was supposed to go over in a video 2-3 videos ago in this series, was the logos for my brand. You'll see like the Sunburst logo that's on the back tag. I never showed y'all that. And then there was a whole bunch of there's a whole bunch of typography, but it's not typography. It's like a damn near like a signature. Like, it's like a calligraphy. Like, there's a whole bunch of I don't know, I had used a word for what I wanted it to be called, but basically there's a whole bunch of signature logos that I have. Maybe I'll put some of them up on the screen. But yeah, there's basically 3 logos that I came away with that I wanted to be the main one, or that I liked from the ones that he gave me at that time. However, I realized that I didn't really have a logo to use as a profile picture. I like the Sunburst logo, but it doesn't really fit as a profile picture. And then the NIA logo I really like as well, but I want my brand to be known as Noon in August, not NIA. So I feel like making that the main thing, the first thing that people are going to see mostly when they associate like some sort of visual logo with the brand, doesn't make sense. If you don't want it to be known as NIA, you want to be known as Noon in August. It's like an auxiliary logo, you know what I'm saying? And then the script logo, which is the text. I don't know, I liked a lot of them, but they just don't look exactly how I wanted them to. I really do like all of those logos, but I wanted something that was gonna work as my profile picture. So I hit my graphic designer up and I asked him for a sunset logo, which is kind of just like a sun on a thing. Let me show y'all these were all of the variations that he gave me. And now, I don't know, I first off, I don't really like the yellow ones at all. They're too like cartoony for me, though I do like them, though I do like the direction. I just don't like the actual logo. Like, I like 5 is cool, but it's kind of cartoony. But I really like 3, and I really like the waves on 4, and I like the sun on 7. So I told him to combine the waves on 4 and the sun on 7, and yeah, so that's the first thing that I'm gonna put as the profile picture. It's still not all the way there for me. I don't know why. It's still not all the way what I like and what I want. I think I want something with the sun filled in, and I do want it in a navy color as well, so I'll have to get him to change that as well. But I think it's also this little line that's in the top right. I don't think I like that as well. Like the line that's going down instead of making it like a circle. But I don't know. I'm going to put it as the profile picture, and I'm going to see if I like it as a profile picture, and then I'm going to go from there. So we are creating this new account, man. I deleted my old account just because it was like, I literally have not posted on there in like over a year, so it's kind of dead. But also, like, when I was first running out my brand stuff, I was like promoting, like I was doing the ads and stuff, and like I was getting followers off of that, but I feel like people weren't really engaging with the stuff. Like people weren't engaging with the content. People weren't like, it wasn't, I was getting followers, but it wasn't translating into likes and orders and like the things that you would want that to translate to, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, even though I was at like 1,000 followers, I'm gonna start back over. And because I would rather have, genuinely, like I would rather build 500 subscribers organically than build 1,000 subscribers through paying for it. Even though it's not paying technically directly for the followers, because you're just paying to put it in front of people and then people start to follow. But either way, this is the, I want to restart. Genuinely I do, and this is us restarting. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and throw this in here. And that's what I'm saying, like I feel like it looks good small, it just doesn't look good big to me. But I'm like, if I don't like it big, because I'm never gonna use it big. What the hell? Because I'm never gonna use it big, so it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm just being too picky. Okay, I don't know why I think the profile picture was supposed to be there, but okay. So the profile picture. That's all I'm here to look at, the profile picture. What I want to do with it is I want to make it small. I want to make it stupid small. All right, let me figure out the profile picture and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so this is what we're looking like. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it looks super calm. You can see all this shit is fucking brand new. Like, I don't even know. But yeah, so that's what we're looking like. We have the Instagram created. The next step is to make my TikTok. I forgot that like I'm also gonna be using the TikTok as like my personal page as well. So I don't know what the fuck to put as my profile pic. So I was gonna create it and then I was like, nah, let me figure that shit out later. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and follow my account, which I already went and looked up. Boom. So one thing I'm gonna practice. One thing I'm gonna do that's a little bit different from other brands is to just kind of create more of a sense of community. Is I'm gonna follow anybody who has a pair of my pants. So everybody who is in the campaign, I'm gonna follow. Obviously myself, I'm gonna follow, and I'm also gonna put in the bio. I'm gonna put buy, and then I'm gonna add myself as well. And then there'll probably be more information I put in there, but let's go back to my main. Let's go again. I already looked up the account. I just wanted to do this on here. Boom, we have our first follower and our first followee. We just me and myself and I. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make the post announcing this page, announcing this Instagram post. All right, y'all, so this is the post. So basically it's just a compilation of a whole bunch of old stuff from my brand. This was the big swap meet that I did to sell my clothes, to sell all of these pairs at. And then this was pretty much one of the first times that I gave my pairs out to like any influencer, anybody. Balaji, that's the brother. I still work with him to this day. This was pretty much one of the very first shoots. This was the third shoot. This was the second shoot we did, but like the third pair that I promoted. One of the first shoots that we ever did for real. Shouts out to Jerry. Shouts out to Noah. This one and this one were from the same shoot. Shouts out to Noah. Still some of my favorite pictures today. That's why I made this the first picture. I want to get this shit framed and fucking big as shit on my fucking wall. I love it. I think I look so good in this picture. But shouts out to Zach for that. This one was just a fun shoot we did. This was the last drop that we did. This is the last time anybody's seen any Noon in August. Shout out to all of these models. This was Jonah Love, you know what I'm saying, brought me out to his concert. This was Balaji as well, when we opened up for Jordan Ward. This was the shoot that I did to kind of like wrap up all of the denim I had dropped at that point. This was at the end of 2023. So you see Jerry as the Dallas pair on, like, and then this is the old page. This is what it was looking like when I deleted it, and it's the new page. So yeah, and then so I said, for the last 2 years, I've been working on building a clothing brand as an outlet of creative expression. I'm insanely grateful for all the opportunities this has brought me and all the wonderful people I've been able to meet and bring together. With that being said, I've decided to restart and create a new page to promote my brand moving forward. I have a clear idea of the story and messages I want to tell, and I'm using this opportunity to tell them. Thank you to anyone who has supported in any way, shape, or form. And if you have a pair of OG Noon in August, you're a real one for real. Much love, and on to the next. I think that I want to say something about, I have a clear idea of the story and messages I want to tell, and the way I want to bring people together through my brand. comma, and I'm using this opportunity to tell them and to put those into action. Put those into action. I don't know, that makes sense to me. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and post this, man, and this is just an official goodbye to like the old era of Noon, man, the old Noon, man. But yeah, we can go ahead and share that. Yeah, we can go ahead and share that, and yeah, man. Ooh, nope, I don't know why it's going all the way over there, man. Wow, man, for the last 2 years, stupid ass, but yeah, man, that picture is like 2 years old, and I still love using it. But yeah, so we can go ahead and we can review, and we can accept to be a collaborator. So then, boom, Emerson and Noon in August, man. And then, yeah, so it's on the main page now. But yeah, this is cool, man. It's a good first step moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, so cool. All right. So one thing I have to do right now is I have to go text the group chat from the shoot that the brand page is up. Let me go text them. Hey y'all. That's pretty much it for the Instagram portion of this video. I did go ahead and I made the TikTok page. Let me actually go post it on TikTok as well real quick. The Instagram is done and posted, TikTok is done and posted, and now I'm basically gonna run y'all through what it looks like moving forward in terms of the content that we have, and just the ways that I'm trying to promote content. I'm gonna do that real quick because I know that, again, it's probably just been talking for a fucking 5 minutes, but y'all can kind of see this is my post schedule. So basically today we posted the goodbye and announced the new page. And then on the 12th, on the 14th, I'm gonna do a TikTok version. Again, we're trying to prioritize TikToks. We're trying to prioritize visual content, short form visual content, right? So I'm basically gonna do TikTok, pretty much like wrapping up everything that I just did, but in a little bit of a broader spectrum, since I have more time to explain. I'm basically gonna be like, yo, this is how we got to this point. I'm hitting the restart button, X, Y, and Z, That's gonna go up 2 days from now. And then the next post will be the first post from the shoot, the first post like actually announcing the denim. That I believe is gonna be the one picture where it's just no heads, and it's all of them in the denim. I had a different idea for that post, but it ended up working out, and that's completely okay, because I still like the idea that we ended up coming with. And then so after that is when we'll really start actual content. We'll actually start really promoting the content from the shoot. After that intro piece, all of those will be like collab posts to, you know what I'm saying, get traction to the brand. And then after that intro piece, it'll just be strictly on the brand page. So hopefully, you know, everybody that follows me and everybody that fucks with the brand has already followed at that point. Now, basically, so basically it's kind of like a for the content from the shoot for these first 2 weeks, because that's what I'm gonna focus on. I'm gonna focus on these first 2 weeks because I know I have enough content to get me through the first 2 weeks. Basically, it's gonna be one post is gonna be photographs, one post is gonna be the first visual that we had, and then it's gonna be 2 TikToks from the shoot, whatever that looks like. And then the same thing for the next week. One post will be photographs, the second visual that we made for the shoot, and then the next will be 2 TikToks from the shoot. Obviously you're like, well, bro, you said you was gonna be consistent. You only got 2 weeks of content, and that's where we start going and making TikToks with the people from the shoot and going and making more extra content. So my plan is August 30th. That's the day before my birthday. My plan is that weekend to head down to Houston and link up with the people that I have in Houston, which is basically just Jerry and Balaji. Link up with them, make some content with them that weekend, and then get that TikTok content. And then obviously I'll still have TikToks and I'll still have other visuals from the shoot, because though we did focus on main 2, there was still some other ones that we got, and some other ones that he just recorded, you know what I'm saying, when he off on his own. And so we have more content than just that. But basically after that, there's gonna be pretty much no more photographs. It's literally just gonna be TikToks. My goal is to have TikToks until we start posting stuff for the e-commerce shoot. Now, the e-commerce shoot is what I'm gonna go over next in the last portion of this video, just so y'all have an idea of that. But that won't be until September 6th, so we gotta have enough content to get us through September 6th, which we basically have enough content to get us through that. but we have enough content to get us through that. So basically, again, we're gonna be promoting on everything on TikTok and everything on fucking YouTube Shorts. Every single TikTok is gonna be on my TikTok page, and it's gonna be on my brand page, and it's gonna be on my YouTube Shorts. And then on my personal Instagram page, I'm gonna have a weekly update, a weekly TikTok update, which is like the first TikTok for this week is gonna be like, yo, this is how I got to this point with my brand. Like, there's gonna be one of those every day, which is like just a weekly update of how things are going, or what I want to show off for that week, or what we worked on for that week. A weekly update TikTok will be going to my personal Instagram, and that will also be going to my TikTok and my YouTube Shorts again as well. But yeah, that's just to kind of to try and get as much traction from as much sources as we have, because we have YouTube, we have TikTok, and then we have 2 Instagram pages, and we want to try and get traction from all of those pages, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to post on all of those pages every time that I post. But yeah, so that is pretty much it in terms of my plans for posting. I'm sure that I'll update y'all once I start posting, once I have something posted. Maybe I'll like just record every single post and like update y'all every single post. Maybe that will just be a video on here, but that is the plans moving forward, man. Today is the very first day of those plans, posting on Instagram. Obviously shoot day kind of was, but today was the very first day of like actually putting that action out into the world, other than just the shoot, because the shoot is just kind of like, yeah, we're gonna go take pictures, but now we're actually putting it out into the world. People are gonna start seeing it. Hopefully like in a week, 2 weeks, hopefully we just start seeing some traction, and hopefully like we can get to that 15 orders. But yeah, with that being said, man, thank you to anybody who's watched this video, man. I know these videos are just a lot of me talking, but there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to get into. I have a lot of plans, and y'all see it. We already taking action on them. So yeah, so thank you to anybody who's watching. Thank you to anybody who's supporting the brand in any type of way, shape, or form, whether it's just by watching these videos, following the Instagram, or actually purchasing a pair whenever that time comes. But yeah, man, thank you. I love y'all so much, genuinely. If anybody who's watched to this point, man, I'm tired, man. I've just been talking for all day. Because I recorded the video before this. I've just been talking all day. But yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope that, I know it's been a lot of brand content, so I hope that I can break some of these videos up. I want to do some cooking videos this next week, and I want to do, you know what I'm saying, whenever I go to Houston, I want to make a small video about that as well. So yeah, hopefully there'll be some variance in the content here, because I know it's just been straight brand shit, but hey, man, we getting there. We almost had 2 years on YouTube. So I started recording my first video on YouTube August 27th of 2023, but I didn't upload it until like November. But so I just say like August, like I just say like September. September is the first, is like my year. Like I posted like September 1st, like that was a year on YouTube. So September 1st will be a year on, so September 1st will be 2 years on YouTube. And I think this video will be uploading around that time. So yeah, we almost to 2 years on YouTube, and man, it's been fun. I definitely have a lot of fun making these videos. I definitely am glad that I'm documenting everything at the very least. I think it'll be fun to look back on everything I've done. But with that being said, man, that's more than enough talking. Thank you to anybody who's watched this far. I hope to see y'all in the next video. And yeah, y'all have a good one, please. Thank you.